So now that the horse has got in his mind now how to do this, I would say that Logan probably could follow the starting of the game that I generally talk about. Stand up there in zones 1 and 2, move the forequarters around the hindquarters, right? But when that other person had seen it on social media, she felt like you had your stick in your left hand, which you do now, and you were like putting pressure back in zone 3. But the horse was trying to back up there for a while, so we had to lead with that one hand and put pressure behind the drive zone with the stick to get him to come forward and around. Then he got the idea, and then we were able to get back into position 1. Okay? Other thing I want to show people, show them what happens when your horse faces you, because this is a big one in this game. So get back there in zone 4 like you're going to move the hindquarters around the forequarters with rhythmic pressure, and see how he looks at her. Just rotate the forequarters around. Get back to zone 4, and probably one of the problems, right, Logan, is I've always had, you're like standing in zone 3, right? Like get to zone 4. See, when she moves to the starting position, her horse anticipates, right? So I'm like, get to zone 4. That's where the game starts, where they brand your horse in the hip. Zone 4. Now she's in zone 4, and she can play the friendly game. If her horse was to look at you, what would you go up there and do, Logan? Show us. Just move it anyways. And then back to zone 4 in a hurry. Good. And play the friendly game. And the other solution to the problem is play more friendly game back in zone 4, right? Okay. Ask for the game. Indirect rein, pinky up over the withers. Pressure on the hindquarters. Swing, touch. See how she went to phase 4 and touched? You guys will get a lot more respect out of your horses, especially if I'm talking to women, because they're a little bit carrot rather than stick. Remember, we would like to be a little in between with a just attitude, but you might have to use the stick, right? I have trouble with girls getting them to go to phase 4, which is the touch or maybe a whack. All right, and my saying for that is you have to be effective to be understood, and to be understood you have to be effective. Phase 4 is the hardest thing to teach to a woman. She doesn't want to hit her horse, right? I'll guarantee you if you go there once or twice, then it's over. Then you quit picking on your horse. If you never go there, you're always kind of picking on your horse, and you're really not getting that yes ma'am back look at you from your horse. All right? Do the yo-yo game from there, and then remember, here's the other one that I've had to help you with, the 4th phase. All right? I want him marching back like you want him to respect you, but show us first. Just point at me and show me the phases.
1, 2.
It's a hinge on your wrist. It's 2. Belly of the rope would be on the ground. Now in 3, the belly of the rope starting to come off the ground, and that's going up to your horse's neck or to the halter. And then 4 is your whole shoulder, and bang that snap off their jaw if need be to get some try. And then back to 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so to me that's pretty weak in your phase 4. So if you have to, I always say, like, I'm not going to leave my hula hoop, right? But if you have to, take a big step forward and take that shank and wring it off the sides of his jaw till you get some understanding of what you want. Bring him in. Out of her personal zone. And quit. So time that release to when them feet are moving. Not bad. Not bad. Bring him in. You know he's going to come into your personal zone. Get ready to block him. There you go. Good job. Friendly game. She's ready to start again. Back to 1. Back to 4. Mean it. There you go. Okay, he's pretty content to stand there, so bring him in. Now he's learning where his space is, his and your personal space. All right, so sometimes you got to skip 2 and 3. All right, do it again. Hard, come on. Now go back to 1. Hard. Go back to 1. Okay, bring him in. The reason I'm not letting him stand there very long, folks, because he's pretty lazy. He's content to stand there, so he don't need to stand back there. Hang in there. Keep going. Hang in there. See the difference? Good job. Total difference. And remember, it's 5 days a week, 30 days a month. You're going to own this horse for 20 years. Add it all up, folks. Get a % a day. All right. Good. Get your stick and get ready for the next game, which is?
Circle game.
Circle game. What is one of the pitfalls that we have in the circling game?
You don't send them hard enough and they come in early.
Or they don't really, the allow is pretty, they don't make it around 3 times, right? So what would you do better?
Send them better.
Send them better. What would you do to send them better?
Use the 4 phases.
And you would go up them phases. If it didn't work the way you did it the first time, what are you going to do the second time?
Start over and go to phase 4.
But go through phase 1 first.
Then 2.
3, but
Faster and harder.
right. And if that doesn't work, what are you going to do again?
Faster and harder.
Faster and harder. Good job. All right, so here comes the send. Lead, lift, swing, touch. Focus. All right. She went to phase 4 with a certain speed. Let's see if he makes it around 3 times.